Mom, you are an Ameriplan rep. Let's talk about the questions you get the most.
Great.
Can a person have insurance and still use Ameriplan?
Of course they can, because what I have found is that sometimes people have insurance and they still find themselves paying a lot for their different procedures that they need. So with Ameriplan, they discover that it actually saves them more money. So they can actually have insurance and still be a member of Ameriplan.
If a person has a pre-existing condition, would they be able to use Ameriplan?
Absolutely, because Ameriplan is a discount services program. It is not health insurance, but it's a discount services program for dental care, health care. And so if they have a pre-existing condition, it doesn't weigh on the, against them or penalize them in any fashion with Ameriplan. Whereas when people have, let's say if they have cancer per se, and they decide to go to a new provider or they need a new health insurance, sometimes they won't take them because they have a pre-existing condition. They might not cover that existing condition, but they cover anything that's new. And sometimes people get charged more for having a pre-existing condition, but that's not the case with Ameriplan.
And kids, if you're wondering what a pre-existing condition is, it's stuff like cancer, and Can a parent put their son or daughter who's in college on Ameriplan?
Yes, they can, because the parent is actually the member of Ameriplan, and the student is only temporarily away at college, but they're still living in their parents' household, so they are a resident of that house. And so what Ameriplan says is that you can list up to 20 people in your household in the program. So they would be able to put that person on their Ameriplan program, and when that person comes home for college, give them that card so that they can still utilize the service.
You'd have to have a big house to hold 20 people.
Well, you probably would, but that's not going to, that's at the extreme level of
You'd
anything.
have to have half a mansion. What if a person's doctor is not a provider through Ameriplan?
So if a person's doctor is not a provider for Ameriplan, what I tell them is see somebody that is a doctor or provider through Ameriplan, and then go to their original doctor and ask them if they can submit their information to become a provider through Ameriplan. That way they get the best of both worlds. They get the doctor who is under Ameriplan, so they get the discount, they save money, and then they can go back to their regular doctor and say, hey, would you like to become an Ameriplan provider? Fill out this information and I'll send it in.
How does Ameriplan work when it comes to Obamacare?
Okay, and this is probably the hottest question that anybody's really going to be paying attention to, because Obamacare actually goes into effect in late 2013. And so, of course, the first year, what people are going to do is they're going to opt out. They're not even going to worry about it, but they'll have to pay $95 or 1% of their income. But Obamacare is broken down into 4 programs, and it's 90-10, 80-20, 70-30, and 60-40. And so 60-40 is going to cost the least, and so that's what people are probably going to go with. But what that says is 60% will be covered under health insurance and 40% will not. And so what happens with Ameriplan, which makes this really good, is that Ameriplan, because it is that discount services, it will help them cover that 40% as long as they send a provider under Ameriplan. Okay.
Oh, Ameriplan sounds too good to be true. How long has it been around?
And it does. I've had people say, oh my gosh, this sounds so good to be true, but then they won't use it. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not going to use it? Ameriplan has actually been around 20 years, and I had not heard about it before I did my research, but I definitely tell people, look at it this way. Ameriplan is a discount services program. I liken it to Costco and Sam's Club because they're discount services for consumer goods. And so people go in there, they buy in bulk, but you have to be a member. And you pay with Costco and Sam's Club, you pay a one-time membership once a year. Well, with Ameriplan, you're paying every month to get the same discount services through health care. And another thing about Ameriplan is this, because I get these stories where people are saying, one young lady wrote me and she said, I was paying $250 on my inhaler every month. And now with Ameriplan, it's only costing me $124. So she's saving $126 every month, which means at the end of the year, she's saving quite a bit of money. And so that's money that she can take and do something else with. Then I had another young lady call me and she said, oh, I have to go to the dentist, and my dentist told me it's going to cost $1,700 for a root canal. Well, we looked up the fee schedule on Ameriplan, and it may cost her $700, so she's going to save $1,000. So it may sound too good to be true, but guess what? If it wasn't working, it would not have been around for 20 years.
And think about that, because that's older than me, because I'm 10. Does Ameriplan work with Medicare?
Okay, and this is for those all those family members that are taking care of elderly parents or your parents are on Medicare, it doesn't work with Medicare per se. But what I like to tell people is this: when it comes to Ameriplan, you need to look at what are you going to save, because I do have a client whose mother is using Ameriplan and she has Medicare, and she went through the book and she looked at what the costs were for each thing, and she said, I'm going to save more money with Ameriplan. And then I had another lady recently tell me with Medicare, they have a lot of upfront cost that they have to pay. And so with Ameriplan, you just pay whatever the amount is. There are no upfront costs. You get a discount, they tell you what the price is, and that's what you pay. Okay.
How does someone get in touch with you if they want to talk with you about Ameriplan?
Well, if they want to talk with me about Ameriplan, what they need to do is they can go to my site, which is www.apdentalplan.com/twagner, or they can email me at taffywagner@gmail.com and say, I saw you on the video and I want to talk with you about Ameriplan and how it can work for me and my family.
That's right, parents. Make sure you go to that email now.